Hello everyone. I recently played Havoc CTF that was organized by Cybermaterial. I managed to solve all the challenges, and today I'll walk you through two of the web challenges. This last two web challenges. Okay, so let's start. The rest of the web challenges are pretty easy, actually very easy. So I'm just gonna cover the last two web challenges. So let's see. So the challenge name is Bidden Fun House, and it says, seems like you are hitting a wall, but walls can have cracks, right? Find a way past the barricade and see if you can decode what's been hidden inside. Good luck. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the challenge. So it says, welcome to Hackerbox CTF and enter your hacker alias. So I'll enter my hacker alias. So it says forbidden. If you check the URL, it is actually making a GET request with the name parameter set to my hacker alias. Now, I tried some basic SQL injection and other payloads, but it didn't work actually. And after that, what I did was I intercepted the request in burp suite. Here I have my burp suite open. I'll just turn on burp proxy. And let's make the same request again with the same name. For example, even if we try admin over here, wait, yeah, even then it doesn't work. Even then it says forbidden. For example, if we just give a single quote and see if something works, but no, it doesn't, right? So let's check out the request. It's basically a GET request. So first of all, what I tried was to change the request method. Let's make this request once. Yeah, we got the response. So first of all, what I tried was I tried to change the request method. And let's see if it works or not. No, it didn't. Okay. So after that, what I did, as I was trying with Anony Roy as my hacker alias and admin, but it didn't work. So I first for the parameter names using a word list and then checked all the responses, but to no avail, it was of no use. Okay. So as we are getting forbidden, so after that I tried to include this header because sometimes we are able to bypass the forbidden message using this header x forwarded for. So what it does is it tells the server that the request is coming from the local host. Okay, let's see. So even then it doesn't work. So after that, if you notice the request, actually the original request, the GET request, actually if you see in this GET request, it is actually the endpoint in which it is making request. It is actually the root endpoint. Okay, but if we see the challenge, it is in this B endpoint, and the request it is making in the root endpoint. So what I did was I added this endpoint over here, that is B endpoint, and left everything same as it is. Now if we see, we are able to like we are getting 200, okay, and we are able to see our name. Now whatever we write over here, it's getting reflected in the response. Let's make this request in browser. Actually, these characters are not visible, and I tried to see these characters, but in burp suite, like it's not visible, so we need to do that in in the browser. So after, what I did was I translated this character to look if there is something important. So for that, we'll just use Google Translator. So yeah, it is actually hello. So what it says is it is giving a response hello test. Whatever name we write over here, it is just reflecting the name and saying hello admin. Okay. So as we know that our name is getting reflected, so possibly where our input is getting reflected, we can try SSTI. So here I tried a very basic SSTI payload, that is 7 into 7. And let's see. And yeah, it is getting solved, and in the response, it is giving us 49. That means it is getting evaluated. So I will visit Hacktricks for SSTI payload. Let's see. I'll look for Python payloads basically. Let's go to Jinja 2 and I'll try to execute OS commands. Okay. For that, I'll copy this payload from over here. Let's try this payload. Remove the extra spaces. Let's see. Okay. There should be a space over here. And yeah, it is working quite fine. So let's see what files we have over here. And yeah, we can see that the server is running Python actually. So let's see the source code. And here you see, we got the flag. You are really a good ninja. Okay, so this challenge was pretty easy. So let's move on to the next challenge. The next challenge is the shell shocker. Let's go to the challenge website. Before that, the challenge description says a Cybermaterial developer thought they would created the ultimate basic Linux shell. Only essentials, see your task if you wasn't exactly designed to do. Okay, so it looks like a command injection vulnerability. If you see, we have an option over here, Linux command executor. If you try to execute any command, it's not giving us actually any response. It's making a GET request over here with the parameter name as command input, but it is not giving us any response. Even if we try some basic command injection payloads, let's see the request info. Yeah. So whatever we write over here, we are just not getting any response. If you check the source code, there's nothing interesting in the source code too. Okay, there's a file script.js. Let's see. Let's open the debugger options. Okay, it looks like there is a file script.js. Not sure. There's nothing in the debugger actually. So what I did after that was, as none of the commands are working, I tried if it is actually, if there is out of band command injection or not. So what I did was, I opened interact sh so that we will, so that it will log the request, and I made a curl request to interact sh. Let's copy this domain. Okay, I guess it is pretty much lagging. Curl. I'll reload it. It is app.interact. Okay, now it is working fine. Let's see if we get any request or not. Let's refresh this page. And yeah, we are not getting any type of requests. So what I did was, as we have this endpoint, I first for other endpoints. Let's use for that. And I'll first for endpoints. Let's see if we get any meaningful endpoint. As we know that none of the commands are working, or we can say we are not getting any response either out of band or in the source code itself. Nowhere. So yeah, we got an endpoint. Let's try to visit this endpoint. I'll first copy the main link and then go to exec. And it says method not loud. So let's go to proxy. I'll close this for request. Actually, I clear the history. And now I'll reload this page once again to get the request. And yeah, for get request, it says actually method not allowed. If we change the request method to post, then it says did not attempt to load JSON data. So it hints us that we actually need to use content type JSON. And then it says bad request. Okay. So we actually need to mention the parameters. So let's mention a random parameter and yeah, then it says the server encountered an internal error. So that is we are getting an internal server error. So we need to figure out this parameter actually. So by default, I tried with command and it worked. And it says command is not loud. Okay. So it means that our parameter is correct as of now. And if not, if our parameter is wrong, then we would have got 500 internal server error. So let's try to run lsalh. And it again says command is not loud. Now, what we can try to do is we can try some commands and check which of the commands are actually allowed. That flag.txt. Let's see if we are getting the flag or not. And yeah, we got the flag. So only actually this command was allowed, and none of the commands were actually working. So we got the flag and we solved both these web challenges. I hope you understood it properly. We will meet again in the next video with a new challenge.